What's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some of the most destructible games in gaming history. Okay, so this theme park game feels like a bit of an odd choice to kick off a list all about the most destructible game worlds, but if you've ever played Screamride, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because whenever your roller coaster falls off the track in this game, it can bring an entire city to its knees. Someone is definitely getting sued for this. Clip a crucial load-bearing beam and the building will shake before it starts buckling wildly. Then all the floors begin crashing into each other, and soon the structure turns to rubble before your very eyes. Bits can even fly off and hit other buildings, which fall down and hit other buildings, until nothing's left standing, and everyone is like, maybe we shouldn't have built this theme park in a very fragile city. Imagine explaining how all this happened. Yeah, there was a slight mishap with the attraction and now you're homeless. Sorry. But what else would you expect from the roller coaster I call Death Ride? You can only go on it once, because, you know. In Dangerous Golf, the humble golf ball becomes a weapon of mass destruction. I haven't smashed this many fancy items since I drank a little bit too much in Banana Republic, only here all the damage is fictional and you won't get arrested. Instead, the point of the game is to aim your golf ball at all shiny antiques, gourmet food and priceless statues. With the higher the damage, the more points you earn. Every object has a value, so if you want to do more damage, target expensive champagne and boxes of deluxe eggs to turn each stage into a true disaster zone. They'll need to send the Red Cross for this mess. After the initial shots, you get an extra chance to rack up the vandalism with what's called the Smash Breaker, a move that turns your ball all fiery and lets you control it manually like it's alive and very, very annoyed. Man, golf is dangerous. Remind me never to piss off Tiger Woods. Battlefield is a series known for its dramatic environmental destruction, but with 2013's Battlefield 4, this reached new heights, or you know, lows. That's thanks to the game's building-toppling, match-altering tech called Levolution, which powered the most spectacular collateral damage in its entire history. Entire skyscrapers would obliterate and coat the level in dust, massive ships would come ashore and send everyone scrambling. There's even a flood you could trigger to plunge the level underwater. And it isn't just Levolution that makes Battlefield 4's levels so chaotic. They're interactive in loads of other ways, like suddenly a storm can blow in and turn a sunny day all dark and rainy. Or you can open up and close shutters to block off an opponent's route, or raise bollards to stop speeding vehicles. Whatever you did to these maps, you could really leave your mark on Battlefield 4. Where Battlefield's most impressive destruction was confined to special set pieces, Red Faction Guerrilla's happens whenever you want something just to fall down. You can bring about complete and utter Levolution here with nothing more than a big hammer, targeting foundations to make short work of bridges, towers and military bunkers. Being in a regular human body is destructive enough, but there's nothing quite like being in a metal one and swinging your arms around like a drunk dad at a wedding. If you can see it, you can smash it, and that goes for your face, which itself can smash when a building falls on it. Luckily, you can hear these moments coming when your controller starts vibrating and the floor shakes. That means run. The crazy destruction makes Guerrilla just pure freedom. Can't find the door? Go through the wall. Can find the door, but don't want to use the door? Drop through the ceiling. The game's challenge mode is a great way of experimenting with all the weapons, like the nano rifle which can eat away holes in buildings, the singularity grenades that suck in everything nearby before violently spitting it out, and the rocket launcher, which is the weapon's equivalent of a bastard. Bonus points if you make a building collapse and then slowly walk away from it without looking back. Just make sure not to whack an explosive barrel. You might be looking at Spintires' inclusion on this list and thinking, Spintires? what are Xbox up to? I admire their creative brilliance and have done for many years, so I'm going to stick with them and see where this goes because they are simply great people at the end of the day. And you know what? You're 100% right. But hear me out, because in a way, this Russia set driving sim might have the most destructive game world on this entire list. That's for this one reason. The whole floor is destructible. Now, the floor in Spintires isn't destructive in the explodery sense, but every muddy inch of it is deformable. The technology that's gone into it is pretty impressive. Each chunk of mud is a fully fledged 3D object, so it interacts with the rest of the world and can even break into smaller chunks when you drive over them. Your tires carve deep rivets in the mud, spit out clumps when they churn, get clean to a shine in water, and even leave dirt tracks when you get back onto tarmac. A simple patch of open ground turns into a sinking nightmare as you thrash around like a frightened but completely rigid seagull, spilling more dirt onto people than a disgruntled corporate whistleblower. So because Spintires mud is the single biggest destructible object in games, and because the floor accounts for 100% of the ground, that makes this game unparalleled in its destructive capabilities, in a way. Rainbow Six Siege maps are built to be battered, and even Ubisoft even gave the technology that powers the battering a name: Real Blast. The whole point of the game is for one team to fortify their position in a corner of a house or bunker, and the other team of party poopers to barge in and poop all over the party. You're never safe in Rainbow Six Siege. If you set up near a door, make sure to watch your ankles. If you're chilling under a ceiling, someone might just plant a charge and fall on your head. And if you're near a wall, well, you're just asking to be breached. A sophisticated penetration system means that whatever material you're shooting reacts the way it should. Wood fragments and splinters exactly where you hit it, concrete cracks and drywall erupt in clouds of choking dust, and it's tailored to the power of the weapon too. So the higher the caliber of bullet, the bigger the hole. It's a strange sensation to be barricaded inside a room and still feel vulnerable, but that's SWAT teams for you. They're hardly going to knock first. You could make the argument that more than any other game world on this list, it's actually Minecraft that's the most destructible. And here are the two main reasons why. Number one, you can destroy each and every block in the entire world, carving these cubes away with punches, pickaxes and explosions, and creating a massive hole in the earth itself. Then in this hole, create the entire entry of Game of Thrones, Westeros, or a full-scale replica of the Titanic, or any number of creations your heart desires. As everyone knows by now, you don't just knock bits and pieces off the scenery in Minecraft, but actually deform the world itself, then use it as a building tool. The second reason Minecraft's world is amazing is because it's potentially infinite. So this level of destruction can quite easily go on forever. That's infinite destruction, infinite crafting, and infinite Star Trek Enterprises. Now we come to a game world that's completely destructive in a different sense. In Watch Dogs 2, you can dismantle society using nothing more than your smartphone, which here should be called an evil phone. It's even more powerful than a nuclear weapon, figuratively speaking, because it can do so much more than simply go kaboom. With your phone, for instance, you can hack into people's cars and control them remotely, turning the roadways treacherous, or for a better vantage point, you could try hacking a CCTV camera and from there corrupting the traffic lights to cause a pile-up. Or just blow up underground pipes for laughs, which is a bit evil to be honest. Every single pedestrian is hackable too, so you can electronically steal money, listen to conversations, and even make phones explode. What I love doing is calling out an all-points bulletin on people, which sends cops to arrest them. Enjoy 20 years in jail, completely innocent man. Wait, did I say that's my favourite thing to do? Because my most favourite thing to do is hacking into a scissor lift and riding it down the road as all of San Francisco trembles under my mighty scissor lift hacking powers. Absolutely get in the river. So there we have it, some of the most destructible games you can play on your Xbox One. Make sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if we've missed any out, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Bye!